Hello everybody, welcome to my newest review, or rant, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be the last season of Camp Cretaceous, Season 5. Now, I can say it already. I mean, I was just forced to see this. I was like, no, I don't want to see it. After Dominion, I still feel the pain in my chest. Like, God, it was such a shitty movie. It's still lingering in my heart like a goddamn scar by this time. But I really liked Camp Cretaceous season 1, season 2, season 3, and it was so good. The characters and the build-ups, the environment, it makes sense. It was good story writing and good character building and good characters and with their personalities. Then season 4 came and I wholeheartedly refuse to admit that as canon. I'm in any way near the Jurassic Park or Jurassic World legacy. Or franchise. I will never accept it as canon. Just like Fallen Kingdom and Dominion, I will never accept it as canon. So season 5 of Camp Cretaceous was good. Yes, but also no. I wouldn't say it was shittier or bad compared to season 4, because season 4 was just bad. Like every series have their bad season, and season 4 Camp Cretaceous was bad. And season 5, I liked some of it. Some of it was really good. Like, for example, Kenji's relationship with his father, and the ending was pretty good, I gotta admit that. But then you have like the really, what the effing hell? Are the writers on crack or something? Like, wait, how old are they? Like, who wrote this shit? So basically, the season 5 of Camp Cretaceous is, I can't say which of. Obviously, season 4 is shit because it just exists and just is, just are, it just exists. Like, oh, I hate it. And season 5, it had moments that really are really good, but the story and some of the character is just so bad. Like, a child have to wrote this. Like, I don't know what the writers are thinking when they're writing this. Like, are they children? And some say, oh yeah, but it's a kid show. Yeah, a kid show where with dinosaurs roaming amok and killing people. Like, yeah, kid show. I would say more like a early teenage show. But at least some of the characters, like Darius, who I loved throughout the series, is still a little bit intact here compared to many others. Because in season 4, many of the characters just break their personality and just break who they are. Like, just they don't act like themselves as predecessor of the seasons. As just they don't. What happened? Like, seriously, what the hell happened? And then you have a romance in season 4 between Kenji and Brooke, which make no sense. Like, these two characters have not had that sort of chemistry in previous seasons. Like, Darius and Brooklyn have really good chemistry, and in a way they actually need each other. Like, Brooklyn, who's, and now I'm talking like season 1, like in the beginning. Brooklyn is like a narcissist, have a little bit of narcissism, only think about herself, and mostly importantly to her is her social media. Like, if she lose a single view, she basically have a panic attack. While Darius is more like, I don't care about social media, I care about the world, the dinosaurs, like, they are incredible. Look at them. And in a way, Brooklyn needs someone like that. To just like the quote from Gandalf, the world is not in your books, it's out there. Just like they're trying to tell Brooklyn, your world is not in your phone, these are just not your friends. Look around you, be more social, be more open. And then of course Darius need Brooklyn, because Brooklyn is more like she thinks things through, basically. Darius is more impulsive, he acted without thinking. And And many times in previous seasons we have seen Brooklyn trying to calm down Darius and telling like you need to think things through. You need to think. You can't just rely on yourself. Even though it might be noble of you several times, but still you can do all of that and better with all of us. Then of course you have other characters like Ben, who has like a big character build up and all that. In the beginning I just didn't like him, but I grew to like him. In season 5 he's like barely in it. Like one time I think he's like has a moment. The rest, nowhere. No, he's just there. And Jasmine, okay, that's now we're gonna talk about things I know a lot can be a bit problematic and all that. But in season 5 we also have a new relationship, and I'm gonna say like I have fuck all no problem what kind of sexuality you have and all that, but this felt what? Wait, what? That came out of absolute nowhere. This has not been built up correctly. This just felt like this was a last-ditch attempt at something. Like, so basically, I'm gonna spoil it. Kenji, Jasmine, who falls in love in. Sorry about that. I needed to cut a little bit. The dog was barking and that sort of thing. But anyway, so where was I? Yeah. So we have a new relationship, which as I said, just came out of absolute nowhere. It's apparently Jasmine is homosexual. She's a lesbian, and she tells Sammy that she loves her. What are the coincidences that these two characters who have shown absolute none kind of sexual attraction to different gender or the same gender, none. Just like Kenji and Brooklyn relationship, only chemistry I can find in the entire all of the seasons is the ending of season 3. Just 1 or 2 episodes. But that feels more like a friendship thing, not a love thing. And yeah, sure, Jasmine and Sammy, they have been together a lot, but not in that sort of way. Not enough, in my opinion. I don't have a problem with lesbian. They could have done this correctly, yes. But this felt like, dude, we have just because this reveal came like what 3 episodes till the end. So yeah, I feel like they were just, dude, we need to have another relationship. Yeah, Jasmine and Sammy, they have been together a long time. They have to be a couple. We need what do you call it now? Inclusion, that sort of thing. Like, yeah, but you could have done it better. I don't recognize any of the characters in season 4 or season 5 from the previous season 1 or 2 or 3. None. I can bring that up as well. The only good thing that I think about season 5 was Kenji's relationship with his father, and you can see, because I felt a little bit like connection with Kenji there, because as like him, I mean, I'm not rich and anything, but I had a father that was, who is a businessman who only thinking about greed and money and success, and I can see a lot of him in Kenji's father, and I can see myself in Kenji's situation. So I liked that. That was pretty good. But the ending did have quite some questions still, because Kenji's father basically leave Kenji on Isla Nublar, I think it was. I don't remember exactly, but I think it was Isla Nublar. They just left him. I don't know if denounced or something, because in the ending it's kind of like lured to it that he's still rich. He still has money to maintain an operation on an island for dinosaurs. Kenji that I'm talking about. Like, where does he get his money? If his father just abandoned him, and he's the only son. Like, yeah, I something happened with the writers here. I don't care what you say. I know something must have happened. They have to have some sort of someone have to be someone is standing behind with a whip. Like, you need to finish now. You should have been finished with this like a year ago. Quick, right? Like, there's no way. This just feels rushed. That's the only thing I can tell you about this story. It feels really, really rushed. And then you have one of the most dumbest, like, the weaponizing theory, the dinosaur weaponizing theory in the Jurassic World. I hated it. A lot of people absolutely hated it. And then they took that and put a bunch of steroids into that theory and put it in Fallen Kingdom. And that movie is just a flop. I fucking hate it. It's such a bad movie. And then the next one came out and just been going even further to the most depths of bad movie I ever seen. What's it called now again? Manticore, right? Manticore wants to not weaponize in dinosaur anymore, but they had the same kind of idea to weaponizing them, but in different way. Because if you know, the Indoraptor was programmed to attack people or objects when a laser was pointed to it. The Manticore want to take a different route. They want to first they want to create some sort of dinosaur Mortal Kombat on an island specifically for the rich, just like in season 4. Like, where, first off, this secret island that so happened lays like next to Isla Nublar. Like, are you kidding me? Is it secret really? You tell me that explorers hundreds of years ago didn't find it, didn't wrote it on a map or something, and you telling me before Indian even came to the 5 death traps, the satellites image and that sort of thing didn't get captured? Like, come on, really? And if you tell me, oh, it's an island they created recently, the amount of resources you need to build a fucking island, come on. And that camouflage and technology, yeah, it has been installed relatively, really newly compared to decades, even hundreds of years, knowing that there is an island here. So it's retconning the Jurassic franchise. So I don't buy it. That's why I hate. That's why I don't recognize season 4 or even season 5 as canon for the Jurassic World. And then of course we have the ending. I'm gonna jump a lot of it because many of the episodes just feel like fillers. Well, I could tell you about this instead. As I said, the Manticore had an idea to weaponizing dinosaurs in a different way. And what was it? Well, Kenya's father, who actually was the president, the CEO of Manticore, decided he doesn't want a Mortal Kombat dinosaur island. He wants instead control of the dinosaur. So he tells 2 scientists, side characters basically, to build microchips or something to control the dinosaurs' nervous system, something like that, brain, to control them by an Xbox controller. What the fuck? What? So you're telling me you're gonna do the drone tactics here? So you know drones can be flying in Iran and shooting targets while the pilot sits in America in a bunker. Like, yes. So you're telling me a big fucking target like a T-Rex, some pilot sitting in America, and all of a sudden you see a drone piloted by another person on this other side of the globe doesn't have that target and shoot it? Like, what? Writers, I don't understand. What is wrong with the writers today? What is wrong with writers today? So basically, they control the dinosaurs with Xbox controller, and they have them fight each other. Like, I don't understand. Where is this coming from? I wanna sit in that room with the writers as they talk about this, and I'm gonna just ask them out loud: is this really what you think is good? Is this storytelling? Is this fun? Is this realistic? Like, the only real good thing about season 5 is the ending. Like, you can literally take that, like, what, 5-10 minutes of the ending and put it at the ending of season 3, and that would be fine. But no, we have to have this retarded story and retconning of the franchise, and this and an absolutely uncharacteristic and personal things characters does and say. Like, like, if I have to rank season 5 1 to 10, it's a 3. No, I'm gonna say 4. Like, it's almost equal as bad as season 4. The only good thing was the ending, Kenya's father relationship and that sort of thing. And the romance just make no sense. Neither of these two couples have. It makes no sense that they have to do it right. Even I can write a better romance story than that. So if I have to give Camp Cretaceous 1 over 10 through all of it, all of the seasons, like I did with Kenobi and Game of Thrones, 1 to 10, I have to say, like, it's a 5. It's an average. Like, it's really, really, really good in season 1, season 2, and season 3. They are absolutely good. Just watch those 3 seasons, skip season 4 and 5. They just fillers, and they are bad. So in a way, it was a little bit carving up the already scars I have from Dominion, because I fucking hate that fucking movie. My next review or rant, specifically rants, is going to be the Ring of Power. What do you call Rings of Power, right? The Amazon Lord of the Rings series. And my god, visualize is looking really good, but I mean, all of this is a story for the next time. Like, I grew up with the Lord of the Rings, just like Jurassic Park. I grew up with those things. And seeing this work of absolute masterpiece and thought and intellect being shit on by writers today, and actors in some cases, like, it's jaw-dropping. You're destroying culture just because you want to implement some sort of politics, your own agenda, the current day. Fuck that story. I don't want to see Lord of the Rings or anything with Tolkien have anything to do with modern day. Yeah, I'm prepared. In a way, I'm hyped for the Rings of Power, because I want to see how much of a shit show they have done. Like, how much of have they destroyed Tolkien's work. I hope it's going to be good, because in a way I do feel like it's good. I am so have such a anger in sort of way, because maybe the series is really good and it's going to actually subvert my expectations for this series. Like, I hope that's the case, but I have a big feeling that it's going to make a lot of Tolkien fans and Lord of the Ring fans and a lot of people really massively angry. 2022, what is wrong with entertainment this year? Why is it this year entertainment has been such a roller coaster? First you have Fantastic Beasts, and it wasn't as a Potter fan, it was a bad movie, maybe for an average viewer it might be a good movie, but then you have Top Gun Maverick, which was just fucking good, and then you have Jurassic World Dominion, and it was an motorbike. But yeah, as I said, Jurassic World Dominion, it was a stab in the heart multiple times. And then you have the Elvis movie, which, oh my god! So the motorbike is gone. But as I said, yeah, then you have the Elvis movie. Like, oh, it was so good. I like it. It's cured me. Like, I saw the light in the tunnel, and it was like run towards it. But it was the Elvis movie. It was such a good movie this year. It's a movie of the year, and Austin deserves such amount of rewards for that movie. And then you have Camp Cretaceous. I was already like disappointment all that from Dominions. In a way, I didn't feel too much. I was like, yeah, they are going this road. It's sad to see Jurassic franchise going down this road and just die in a despicable way. And next we're going to have Amazon's Rings of Power, and I hope it's good. Then you have the Kenobi, which had moments which was good, but still was a bad show. And now we're going to have Amazon's Rings of Power, and I hope it's good. I really hope. Like, come on, don't fuck it up, please. I'm tired of bad writing, shitty way of putting modern politics and agendas and ideology. I'm tired of that. Please. Like, please. I'm tired. The only good movies I love history, I do. So when I watch historic movies, they're really fucking good. Like, Midway was a fantastic movie. 1917 was a great movie. And the Elvis movie was a fantastic movie. And now we're going to have next year, I think, Robert Oppenheimer movie, and I'm with Christopher Nolan, I think it was directing that, and I'm looking forward to that so much. As I said, this is just a half an hour rant about my final thoughts of Camp Cretaceous, the entirety of it. Really fantastic in the beginning, and just fall down flat in the 2 last seasons. But am I looking forward to something like this again? Yes, but I want something more like Jurassic Park, where the dinosaurs are on an island, where you have to be more survival. That's why I actually like The Lost World. It's more about they are on an island with limited equipment they have to get off. And then you have Jurassic Park 3, which I see more like a survival movie, while you're being hunted by something that is unknown to many people, even though it's scientifically inaccurate. But yeah, Camp Cretaceous, good in the beginning, shit in the end. I want something similar, like continuation of Jurassic World. No, please, this is the end. I don't want to see anymore. Please, 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 stop, please. This has gone far enough. It's like Star Wars by this point, what Disney has done to Star Wars right now and what they're planning to do. Like, please, stop and slow down. Please, you're destroying this. Like, as I said, I have moved on from Star Wars. I have uncanceled my Disney Plus. I don't want to see more Star Wars. I don't give a fuck about the new movies or anything. Or even the video games. I don't give a damn anymore about Star Wars, and I'm so afraid it's going to happen with the Jurassic Park franchise. I am done, almost. And I'm also afraid that's going to happen to the Lord of the Rings. Thankfully, it seems only going to be this series, not anything with books or something. Hope you had a good summer, and if you're a kid or something who's now going to school, good luck, you're gonna need it this year. And if you're an adult now and going to work, I suffer with you, bro. Before I go, I do have to recommend something. Like, there's a game out there called World of Worlds. It's based on a movie, which was fucking great with Tom Cruise back in 2005. There's an indie developer who's making a game. Go and look it up. Like, sub to that, support him. Like, he has done the dev had done something incredible. You have to look it up. and support this, because I rather support indie games by this point. Screw the big studios and this sort of thing. The indie gamers are where the jewels are. But so I'm going to make a small review on that game when it comes out. Hopefully maybe this year. Hopefully it looks like it's going to be. But I think it looks maybe like a delay to end of the year. And another game that I'm planning to do a review of is obviously going to be Hogwarts Legacy. And sadly it was delayed to like April, I think it was, in the beginning of 2023. As I said, take your time fixing the game, polish it, take your time. I don't want another Cyberpunk situation. Please take your time, the developers for the Hogwarts Legacy. Take your time. But it's a little bit sad because I saved up my vacation. I saved up my vacation for that game, and I really hope it's going to be released before May, before the vacation are going to be reset. Otherwise, I have to take vacation. But that's my problem, you know. Hope you have a good time, and sub for future videos maybe. You do you. And if you have watched all the way to this point, you're a legend, bro. You're a legend, girl, woman, lady. I don't know. I'm very careful when it comes to talking to ladies. I mean, you know how they can be. I'm sorry, but it's true.